How the Grinch Stole Christmas has Jim Carrey as the Grinch, and he steals Christmas from the Who's. So the positives on this film are Jim Carrey's performance as the Grinch is very good. It's over the top and silly, just like you would expect from a Jim Carrey movie. So I really like that. He holds a lot of the comedy in the film. The origin in the movie of the origin of the Grinch, I think, makes sense of why he hates Christmas. He was mocked and ridiculed on what should be one of the happiest days of the year, so that makes sense. So, I mean, like, if you're gonna give the Grinch a backstory, this one makes sense. The original short never gave a backstory for the Grinch, which I think is totally fine. I don't really need a backstory. And then the 2018 Illumination film gives him a backstory, but it was just ridiculous of why he hated Christmas. So you'll hear about that whenever I review that movie. But here, if you're gonna give an origin to the Grinch, at least this makes sense. And the Grinch stealing Christmas in the movie, it's pretty good and pretty entertaining, so I kind of enjoy that. And then it feels good when the Grinch saves the presents and brings it back to the Who's, so I enjoy that, so it's pretty good. That's it for positives. On to the mixed. I didn't really know how to feel about this, but I don't know how to feel about the climax of the film of having to save Cindy Lou Who. On one hand, it's cool that he actually does something nice and actually has to save someone, but on the other hand, the original short, animated short, had no stakes. There were no lives to really be saved, so it's not like he had to save the presents, except that he kind of just wanted to do it out of the kindness of his heart. Here, I mean, it's cool that he wants to actually save the presents, but I mean, like, having Cindy Lou Who in danger kind of makes it necessary that he now kind of needs to do this. So it feels a little more forced. He feels kind of forced into having to do it instead of just wanting to do it. Because in the original, he honestly could have just let the presents drop, even when his heart grew 3 times bigger. But here, I don't know. It's cool to see him that he needs to save someone, but it kind of I kind of enjoy that there are really no stakes involved, like the original, instead of having to actually save someone. That's it for mixed. Now on to the negatives. The colors are dingy and dirty. It feels nothing like a Christmas film. It has very little Christmas colors. It's like, this is the dirtiest looking Christmas movie I've seen. So, like, there's really no bright colors. There's no bright, vibrant colors, unlike the original, or even the Illumination film to a degree. Another negative is, it's just this movie is so weird. The comedy is so random and unfunny. I really don't laugh that much during the movie. I didn't laugh that much during the movie. And essentially, this is kind of the first time that I actually watched it. I knew this existed. I've seen parts of it, but I've never really sat down and watched it. So this is kind of my first time viewing of it. And the last negative is in the part where the Grinch is stealing Christmas. How does Cindy Lou Who not recognize the Grinch as Santa Claus? Because she sees him in the beginning of the film, and I mean, the Grinch when he's stealing Christmas, he doesn't have a mask on. He doesn't have gloves on his hands. He didn't change his voice somehow. So I don't know how Cindy Lou Who got tricked. She's dumb. So that really didn't make sense. That's it for negatives. In the end, I think this movie is fine. It's a watchable version of The Grinch, but it's nowhere near as great as the original. So, fine movie, but not... It's a fine interpretation of The Grinch, but not a great one. So, I don't really get why this is a Christmas classic, honestly, because I'd rather just watch the original. So, The Grinch with Jim Carrey, it's a passable movie, but I'm just going to watch the original. That's my review on The Grinch. Thanks for watching.